Hello everybody and welcome back here for the already 9th race of the season. We're coming off an exciting finish at Indy where we saw Colin Lindsay stretch it out on a strategy and pick up his second win of the season and of his career. We're here at Sonoma for the first road course race. And this will be interesting because if y'all watched this channel last season, you know road course racing, we don't have yellow flags. And this is the first of two, so it will be interesting. Grayson Acevedo starting on pole after finishing 10th last week in this new AT&T sponsored machine. The 35 car, as you can see, is a new driver. We've been seeing Alex Tanker, who has been driving this car, but now it is Chester Harvey, Michael Harvey's brother, taking over. Chester Harvey got released after Indy, poor finishes. He's 41st in points. He's about 23 points out from Dunlap Pratt, who's 40th, and everyone under Edwin Mendez, I'm saying the wrong person. Alex Tanker was released due to inactivity. He was 32nd coming in here. The next driver is Matt Johnson's teammate, Edwin Mendez, who is on a contract now, who has till race 10 to turn around his season, who's 41st in points. So Matt Johnson, Patrick Gill, and it looks like Jesse Turner's your top 5. I think John Arndt's your top 5. Jesse Turner, William Brock, Anthony Corby, Matthew Brown, and JT Bryant round out your top 10. We're looking through the rest. This was the car that won here last year. Zachary Fitzwater driving it this year, though. It is not the same person. Those are the only updates. Joshua Jones lost the points lead. Here's Edwin Mendez. Joshua Jones lost the points lead last week to William Brock, who now has a 1-point lead over him, who has a 1-point lead over Chris Dodd. So your top 3 separated by 2 points, and we're going to go ahead and get racing here. Grayson Acevedo is going to get us going. And wow, they are excited. The cars are going to be rolling off. We're going to be right back, though, because we are getting started, and it's just around this one corner. Alright, we're back. 12 laps here. Grayson Acevedo out front. Chester Harvey on his outside. Matt Johnson on his inside. Or right behind him. Green flag is out here at Sonoma. Who's going to get a win here in wine country? And it looks like Chester Harvey, starting second, is going to lead the first lap. Get out to a great start, and he does lead lap 1. His first ever race, and he's leading lap 1 already. It looks like we had a pretty clean start as they're a little 3 wide back here, just making sure they're not wrecking. So, yeah. Yep. Alright. So, out front is Chester Harvey in his first ever race. Got bumped up from the KFC Developmental Cup Series. His brother called him and said, "Hey, you want to race Cup?" He said, "Absolutely," and he got right into this 35 machine. The Smith & Western sponsor said, "Yeah, you know what? We'll take a racer because Chester, a lot better than Alex Tanker." I mean, Alex Tanker was inactive, so lost his ride, but now that makes him a free agent, as we still are all green, just make sure. So we could maybe see him back in the series soon. He's a free agent. these cars, making sure they're not wrecking, because I don't want to miss a wreck if we do happen to see one. But Chester Harvey is just, wow, he is wicked fast. Look, here's where he is, and here's where the back of the pack is. They're just now coming to the S's as he's going down into the bus stop. Last lap, he had a 13-second lead on Kathleen Tellier, who is last. And this lap, oh, wow, you don't even see Kathleen. Grayson, wow, this 35 is checking out. Chester Harvey, and now you do not have to qualify for every race to make the chase. All you have to do is be in the top 30 and top 10 for sure, and the top 30 if you get a wild card position. So I know it's still early on in this race, but if Chester goes, oh, someone went through the grass. It looks like it's Carson Scott in the 25. He's going to collect last week's winner, Colin Lindsay, and Colin goes for a round here. And Carson went off the track and collects your last week's winner, Colin Lindsay. And Colin is barely going to get into the wall. We'll see a replay of that later, but it looks like Colin now is going to be falling back. Some contact made between Carson and Colin, and Carson now is back here racing with the 24. Carson lost a bunch of positions, as now he is racing back here. So first incident of the day involves last week's winner, Colin Lindsay. And Alex Tanker is still pulling up. Alex Tanker is setting real fast laps, guys. He was a 120. Oh, yeah, he's got the fastest lap by almost a whole second. And he did not improve that lap. Thought he might have. All right, so checking on everyone. It looks like Colin, making sure everyone's getting through this fine. Carson's got some right side damage, it looks like. We'll have to replay that later. I go and watch the replays after the race because, does it look like, I thought Joseph Romanok might have had some damage on his hood, but he does not. It looks like your top 5 is still the same. Matt Johnson rounding it out. Matt Johnson had a press release after Indy talking about, everything about his team and how proud he is so far. He's got 2 wins, a dual win, and he won at Texas a couple races ago in the wicked fast race. And so he would love to see Edwin be where he is, but Edwin just not having a good season in the 38. Edwin didn't have a good season in the Truck Series last year. I believe he finished last. So Edwin, one of the most unluckiest drivers. John Arndt up here in 4th, having a good run. He always has good runs, but he can never finish in this channel pretty much every race he's been in. And there you see your leader still way ahead of Grayson Acevedo in 2nd, Patrick Gill, John Arndt, and we're looking in the back, making sure everything's good. Everything is good so far. We've only had that one accident with Colin Lindsay and Carson Scott, and we are almost to the halfway point as the 35 is still putting ground between him and the 20 car. Michael Harvey Racing has 1 win. That came out Boston back in race 5. It was Mike Tolan. Michael Harvey has not yet won, and this young guy, Chester Harvey, is definitely he must really like road course racing, because this is the first time we're coming to the road course race here this season. First race for him, and he has almost a 30-second lead on Grayson Acevedo, who looks like could. 27 points out. Patrick Gill, who is 24 points out. Both of these drivers trying to gain on the leaders. And the point battle as William Brock is 9th with Miles Jones 10th. Miles is a really good road course racer, but it's just so hard to pass here. No one's really making up some ground, and we're all single file back here except for Colin Lindsay, who I believe Colin hit pit road. Some pit strategy going on for Colin Lindsay. Anyone else follow him? No, but that pit strategy could help him because I believe we will see pit stops. So that pit strategy right there, he probably did need some new tires going off track, but that could help him. So don't count Colin Lindsay out now. Early spin, but he is getting going. As Alex Tanker, though, Colin Lindsay is about 55 seconds back from Chester Harvey. Looks like Grayson Acevedo is getting a little pressure from Patrick Gill in the 46 now. Grayson with the AT&T sponsor didn't even finish the race last week with a hood, but he did finish 10th. Don't know how he did that, but wow. No action really going on the racetrack. Only so far we had Carson. Looks like Patrick Gill keeps getting right on the back bumper of Grayson Acevedo, but can't make anything happen. Next time by, we will be halfway. Cars are really just spread out. Here's Joshua Jones in the 5 car. He is running all the way in 27th position. Not where he wanted to run. Lost the points lead, and he is now just starting to slip back a little bit. Hopefully he can maybe rebound and get some good finishes soon. As no one's hit pit road, as wow, it looks like Joseph Romanok ran almost into the back of Cody Smart, who's 11th. And Chester Harvey still putting on about a 4-second lead now on Grayson Acevedo. As here's the 3 car. Not sure if they'll catch Colin Lindsay. Colin Lindsay about a minute behind now in the 3. No one's hit pit road yet. I am pretty sure we will see pit stops. Not 100% sure, so there's always that chance. Thought we would have more not last week, but in the KFC race, developmental race at Atlanta, we didn't really see as many as I thought we would. So, not sure about this, but wow, Chester Harvey is just wicked fast out here. He's gotta love these road courses. Started on pole, and he is just pulling away. Looks like now Grayson Acevedo is kind of pulling away. It looks like Matt Johnson in 5th is getting a little pressure from the 41 of Anthony Corby. Does Anthony make a move here on the bus stop? Do not think he will, but Anthony's actually going to go a little wide. Helps Matt Johnson pull away a bit from him. No real battles on the racetrack. You see Tyler Merkel almost get on the inside. No real battles. You see Joshua Jones racing with Dunn LaPrade back here, though. So, but see, I mean, you just don't have a lot of passing here on the road courses. It's all about track position and timing. As John Arndt is looking to get his best finish of the season. And John is all the way in 38th, talking about all the bad luck he has. He says pretty much he knows he's just going to wreck in every race, but he is not doing bad here. Started in the top 5, I believe, and he is in 4th. No other accidents so far here. Pretty clean race. There you see this damage on Carson. And then Chester Harvey, such a big lead now over Grayson Acevedo, who's hitting pit road with Patrick Gill, John Arndt, and we are seeing pit stops. It looks like a lot of drivers are coming. Matt Johnson, remember the pit line isn't way up here until they have to slow down. William Brock stays out. Zachary Fitzwater, John Andrews, Daniel Maxwell, Bobby Fraser, Mike Tolan, Edwin Mendez, Dunn LaPrade, Joshua Jones. A lot of drivers staying out, a lot of drivers coming, and does Colin have enough to finish the race? I'm pretty sure, because they're not pitting till lap 9 right here. Colin pitted on lap 5, one before halfway, so I'm pretty sure Colin's got plenty to finish, but can he make his way through the field? He is right over a minute behind. As you see, Chester Harvey has such a big lead, though, on William Brock. We see the drivers coming off pit road. Off pit road, the winner was, I believe, it was Patrick Gill getting out in front of Grayson Acevedo, who almost got into John Arndt right there. As we go to the front of the field now, do we see your leaders pit? Looks like Colin Lindsay's coming again. Chester Harvey. So Colin Lindsay coming again. So his strategy, he must, I don't know. He's got a lot of tire wear. So his strategy, I guess, isn't going to work. Chester Harvey's now coming. But Chester's got so much ground to to William Brock, who William is staying out. Zachary Fitzwater staying out. John Andrews, Daniel Maxwell, Bobby Fraser, I believe, is staying out. Mike Tolan's coming. Edwin Mendez, Dunlap Pride, Joshua Jones. Do we have anyone try to stretch it all the way to the end? I just thought about that. That would be an interesting scenario, as William Brock now is going to lead a lap, and he is the new race leader here at Sonoma. He is now going to lap the 3 car, or he's going to battle with the 3 car a little bit. And look who's in second, Zachary Fitzwater. And the 14 won last time we came to Sonoma. It wasn't Zachary driving it though. So it was Mason Powers who made it to the championship round. So this 14 car is good. It was bought from Stewart House Racing by Anthony Corby. So the 14 still same teams, members and everything. So they know they have a good Sonoma car, and they are second now. As we're looking through the field, not too many drivers hit pit road that time. Kind of surprising as we go try to find the race leader. And yeah, he is the 35 has checked out from Patrick Gill. He is way ahead of Patrick Gill. But does everyone come down pit road? William Brock, does he come down this time? I believe he will. Zachary Fitzwater, Bobby Fraser, I believe Edwin Mendez hasn't pit yet. But do they take 2 tires? Maybe Dunlap Pride, Joshua Jones, Garrett Senor, Alexander Russell, Zednik Price, Noah Kramer. That rounds it out. Here is the 35 car. He is coming through the S's. If one of the drivers should just pit, only take 2 tires. Here's Alex Tank, or whoa, my bad, Chester Harvey. Here he is coming to the bus stop. If one of these drivers maybe only take 2 tires, they could. I mean, you see William Brock's not even in his pit stall yet, and there. She's okay. I've lost. So 35 really that? There he goes. I was like, was the 35 really that fast? There's the 35 driver of Chester Harvey, and look at William Brock playing the strategy. He's up to second now, but here comes Patrick, who has the momentum. Does Patrick and Zachary Fitzwater's jumped up here now? Anthony Corby, Bobby Fraser, a lot of these drivers who went up front earlier, and look at this long, big group of cars right here. This is a mixture of all the pit strategies. Carson Scott fixed some damage, so he's back. Colin Lindsay's back, and the 35 though is he's not that far ahead of William Brock. Next lap, though, is the white flag lap. All the strategy, and Chester Harvey is back out front. All he's got to do is get one more lap in. But how big? He doesn't have as big as a lead as he would have if William Brock had not pitted in. Grayson Acevedo all the way back to 4th. Zachary Fitzwater 5th now, and John Arndt would be 6th. And let's see Chester Harvey get the white flag here. 98% sure he's the race leader. Hasn't updated yet in the top left, but here goes the white flag. White flag is out, and Chester Harvey is out front. And William Brock, he's got about, let's say, 3.5 second lead over him. So they closed it in a bit on Chester Harvey, but I don't know if it will be enough. Does William Brock have anything left for Chester Harvey in this last lap? Chester's got Colin way ahead. He won't be a factor. So Chester Harvey making his debut race here, and he might even get his first career win. Some drivers are out here trying to get their first win after 2 seasons. Chester Harvey is trying to get his win after 1 race. Started believe he started second. He did not start on pole. It was Grayson Acevedo who started on pole. Pretty sure. We'll check after this though. But yeah, he started front row. Let's just say that. Patrick trying to make a run on William Brock here late. But yeah, so he started on the front row. He had an excellent race. Pit strategy almost got it. I feel like William Brock could have only taken 2 tires, made it interesting there, but he didn't. They see William Brock and Patrick Gill. Does Patrick make a move for second right here in the bus stop? I would be surprised if he didn't. and he does not. But Chester Harvey making his first career start, his first career win, his first win of the season. And welcome to the Cup Series. Chester Harvey's a winner now in the Cup Series. And for second, it's going to be William Brock, Patrick Gill, Grayson Acevedo, John Arndt with a top 5. Zachary Fitzwater fell back a little bit at the end there. So Chester Harvey wins it. William Brock, Patrick Gill, Grayson Acevedo, John Arndt, your top 5. William Brock came in as your points leader. He's going to leave with a big points lead as Joshua Jones finishes 26th and Chris Dodd finishes 16th. How big of a points lead will he have? I'm not sure. Cody Smart, Zachary Fitzwater, Anthony Corby, Bobby Fraser, and Joseph Romanok round out your top 10. Daniel Maxwell. Oh, I went too far. Daniel Maxwell, JT Bryant, Edwin Mendez, John Andrews, Miles Jones, Chris Dodd, Michael Harvey. His brother just won the race. Ryan Madden, Keith Batson, Dejon Week, top 20. Mike Tolan, Don LaPrade, Matthew Brown, James Richardson, Joshua Jones, Alexander Russell, Garrett Senor, Brandon Bent, Arvon Alonso, your top 30. Jesse Turner, Zednick Price, Noah Kramer, J-Day, Nick Perkleys, Christian Mizrak, Kathleen Telia, Anthony Newton, Ferdinand Gabot, Matt Johnson fell back at the end there. Carson Scott, Colin Lindsay, the rest of your field. So 9 races in, and Chester Harvey, what a performance by this young man. And we were right. William Brock is your points leader still, and he's now got a 17-point lead. So, congratulations to him. And he didn't... Yeah, Chester Harvey did not have the pole. It was the 20-car Grayson Acevedo who started on pole. But yeah, so... Great day for Chester Harvey. Started up front. He led 10 of the 12 laps here today. And he got his first win and his first start. Something only a few of these drivers can say they've done. Yeah, I believe the only other person really that can say they did that was Arvon Alonso, who started last year, won the 500. So, crazy race here. Pit strategy, closed in fast, and so we see Chester Harvey, first race, first win. Congratulations. All right, we will be back at Talladega. So, all these people running bad now, you're about to run even worse next. No, I'm kidding. The people running bad could really turn around their season. Next race, like really, that next race, anyone can win. We might even see Chester Harvey go 2 in a row. No, I'm kidding. I mean, we could. But William Brock, really strong here. The last couple races, point leader by 17 points. You'll see points up next, don't worry. Still looking for his first win, as well as Chris Dodd, who is your top 2. Everyone else in the top 5 has a win. It's Joshua Jones, Patrick Gill, Grayson Acevedo, your top 5. Colin Lindsay, after moving up to 10th, is now all the way back in 18th, the only 2-time winner, but he's got the number 1 wild card spot due to his 2 wins. And then the next driver to use the wild card would be Matt Johnson back in 24th, I believe. Jesse Turner is back to 10th, and if he had fallen 1 more spot, he would have had to use it. He's only 1 point ahead, though. So, will be interesting when we get time to the chase. So, Talladega, last race for Edwin Mendez coming up. Maybe see. He got a decent finish here today, I believe. Edwin Mendez, 13th, one of his best finishes. Moves up in the points. Not really. Never mind. He did not move up in the points. But, yeah, so... Now, the big question. I know I'm kind of boring y'all, but big question is, can Chester Harvey get inside the top 30 and race for a championship with this win? He right now has 44 points, max you can get here. And Alexander Russell is at 171, so he's got a while. We're going to check on this young man after winning this race, or is this a one-time fluke? I don't know. The 35 there will visit Victory Lane for the first time here in the Cup history, and we will see y'all at Talladega where anyone can win, so bring your best cars. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to get your friends to subscribe, dude. I'm like 3 away from 100. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I will see y'all at Talladega. I love every one of you. Except you, Patrick Gill. Except you. Here's the accident with Carson Scott before I forgot. He was racing for the 29th position for Arvon Alonso. He gets pushed off into the wall, back on the, and collects Colin Lindsay. Saves himself though from going out, but collect Colin Lindsay, who just made Colin have a even worse day than he was. Colin was just running all by himself as we go on board with him. He's just running and then out of nowhere gets hit by Carson. That was the only accident. Alright, points coming up next. Oh, he did hit the tower up. That was the only accident, so points are up next.